Hi, I'm Mary. I give a conservative perspective about the world around me. So this episode is about Minot, North Dakota. I'm going to focus on the festivals of Minot, North Dakota. Let's dive in there. I think it's quite interesting with the aspect of being living in a small town. You get more of that feel of what the the town has to bring to its people and how it celebrates the history and then how it celebrates the culture of the out sometimes coming in of the city at large, but it's a very unique blend of staying hold of the traditions of what that city takes pride in, and then different aspects of popular culture that is influenced and that is appreciated among the people who live in certain small towns. And I think it's a good aspect to highlight that. And I just want to do a different element about the towns. And as I go on, I'm going to do something new. And so, questions, comments, concerns, it'll be greatly appreciated. And I'll list the outlets you can reach me at the end of this episode. Okay, here we go. So the minor events. There's this Norsk festival. So let me get into talking about that. So the Norse Festival, which will start in September, celebrates the Scandinavian culture and heritage of the 5 Nordic countries of Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, and Sweden. So goes on to say, explore the Nordic traditions at North America's largest Scandinavian festival. Immerse yourself into Scandinavian culture, culinary delights, entertainment, and authentic crafts at this annual festival. All right, so there's the North Dakota State Fair. All right, so it says, get ready for the ultimate summer adventure at the North Dakota State Fair. The 9-day event is the largest annual event in North Dakota. It features 5 nights of big-name country artists, 2 nights of rock concerts and auto event, and 2 nights of action-packed and PRA, bull racing, and ranch rodeo. And that's quite interesting. So this is, today, so this is going to end pretty soon. So, it started July 19th and it ends on the 27th. And me personally, being someone who was born and raised in Houston, so the livestock show and rodeo of Houston was really interesting. It was one of those things where, it brings in the tradition of particularly being from Texas and being from the areas in which the lineage of cowboys originated from. Having the traditional aspect of seeing bull racing and seeing the different livestock from the from the adults onto the children that I'm thinking about. Yeah, the 4-H club where they would present things and win prizes. It was and then it was interesting how you know every different unique aspect was also layered into the the show. So you would get high school students or so who would enter and they would have art contests. They would have where they would win prizes, win scholarship money, things like that. And all of this is centered around in a major metropolitan city. And it shows the aspect of how important it is to stay in on the values of tradition of what the city originated from. And it's unfortunate how things get lost on that, on how it centers you and roots you into what really matters when about the sense of living, well, more of your neighbor, of that kind of aspect, going down to knowing your neighbor and not being in the sense of being distant or submissive of people, being a community of people. I'm sorry about that noise, y'all. It's been the rainy season going on where I live, and there's a lot of particularly frogs around. There's a lot of water, so bear with me, y'all. Okay, so it's important to have that aspect of of remembering your traditions and people coming together of celebrating that. And I think it is, I mean, it's kind of, you know, one of those things that you take with a grain of salt. But if you keep in tune with that, it kind of separates you and keeps you from being jilted or jaded or, kind of bitter about society at large. It kind of gives you a different perspective about let me say, it gives you more of a healthier aspect of life, and to see the problems in society in a different light, and instead of being so volatile or angry about things that are not really productive in society, to find a better ground. And and it's one of those additives to old jargon, more along the lines of saying of when you have the solution or the mentality to be active, to be a part of the solution instead of part of the problem, it sets forth a different outlet or output, and you feel more you feel more centered in your thoughts, I think, when you have that mentality about what really matters. And which I'm saying so many words, but that's what I'm really getting to. You just have that sense. Okay. All right, so let me go. And that's nice to know that they also have free shuttles too, in case any of y'all are interested in that, visiting that in the near future. And so they have something called the Imagicon. So playing on the Comic Con and cosplay things of that nature. So this will be going on in April. So it's saying that this what has been going on for over 10 years. So the fan-based pop culture convention takes place in April with several fandoms and different genres all under one roof. So Magicon has the electric focus on gaming, excuse me, tongue tied there, cosplay, comics, LARPing, and much more. There are several cosplay contests to enter, with over 20 prizes being awarded from escape rooms to concerts and special guest appearances. There is so much to see and do. And then, it's quite interesting going back to how different, when that's with the aspect of comic books and cosplay, how that interplays into small towns and then into larger cities outside of the main hub of the Comic Con, and how people take their unique spin on the aspect of that genre of things, of how people see and interpret comic books and interpret playing cosplaying, as far as dressing up as sci-fi wear and from comic books and all of that nature of that. All right, so what do you guys think about this, about the aspects of being a part of the community of festivals in small towns? What do you think that it brings to the aspect of the society at large? I would really like to hear from you all about this subject. So you could either reach me through email, you could reach me through Substack, social media, where that be. And so I'm bringing back my presence again on X, so you can follow me on at the Harboring, and also locals be greatly appreciated. Feedback is greatly important, and it helps with the development of the show, and it's really just good food for thought, so to speak, and to understanding what you guys think. It's just very, very helpful. So I really encourage that. All right, you guys, this reaches the end of the Harboring Light. Tune in, turn up, and absolutely take care. Bye bye now.